Good morning, team. Welcome back to another video. Today is November 21st. We have some economical news coming out this week, especially on Wednesday. We want to look out for basically PMI data coming out, durable goods, but most importantly, we have basically FOMC at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. Thursday, the markets close. Friday, we have basically, I believe the market's closing at 1 p.m. Eastern. So definitely want to watch out to see what's overall going to happen with this week. Typically on holiday weeks, the volume is a little bit slower, but this week we actually have Powell. So let's see if that takes into effect. Keeping the watch list very short today. Want to watch to see how the market moves to get a feel for everything. So overall, we're looking at Meta. Meta does look like it's having a possible pullback over here. You can see it hit the SMA over here around like 121. We started to pull back, finding some type of support above its 1 year EMA line over here at 109. And once we break 109, we could start basically possibly going to 104, which was a breakout zone, a support zone before. Or if it finds support and starts to bounce, we could possibly break like that 112 and start pushing back up towards the SMA at 119. Overall, 180 day is crossed down on the 4-hour. And if we look at the 1 hour, the MACD is starting to basically signal some type of neutral. So we want to watch to see if it's going to break out or break to the downside or to the upside on Meta. Next one we want to talk about is going to be Tesla. Tesla has been on a descending pattern right now. You can see it's been basically declining in value ever since we basically came close to that SMA. Want to see what's going to overall happen. We have had some type of support around this 175 before in the past. You can see around like 175 areas has been some type of support. So we want to see if this is going to be a possible double bottom zone, right? Could be a possible big double bottom, or we could basically bounce. RSI on the 20-day is extremely oversold. So that is a sign for a possible bounce, especially since the RSI is giving buy signals for the long positions. If not, and we start to basically break this 75, we could melt down towards 72. So watch out for that. Make sure you set your alerts to see if we break that low. Other than that, let's jump over towards the 4-hour on Tesla. Looking at the 4-hour, you can see the 4-hour is a little bit more on the oversold side as well. MACD is still crossed down though. So want to see what's over going to happen. Make sure you guys use a stop loss if you're going for a short position, because it could easily bounce and go in the opposite direction, especially with the oversold RSI. Other than that, jumping over towards the SPY. Looking at the SPY over here, SPY has actually been on an upward trend. It's kind of trying to hold above its 1 year. Let's jump over toward the 1 year. You can see the 1 year EMA line is sitting around like 392, and we're around like 394. So let's see what happens. We're in a tight crossroad with the SPY if you just zoom in and ignore all the madness. But the tight crossroad is we basically have the SMA over here, and then we basically have the EMA right below it on the 1 year. So either or has to give. Either we break the SMA to the upside and we start to basically push towards 410, or if we break the EMA to the downside around like 392, we could start basically going on a bearish path towards that 386 right now. The MACD is crossed up. It does have possibility to go up. Anything can be affected if Powell says anything that the market doesn't like. So make sure you guys note that as well. Or he could say something that the market does like, and we go up and we can make like go towards those 410 levels. So watch out for that as well. Right now, the SPY has been going sideways, so very choppy. You can see very sideways action, basically stuck between 400 and this like 392 level, kind of trying to find some way of decision on which way it's going. Right now, the MACD is crossed out in a bearish position. RSI is neutral, or you could go either or. So you kind of want to watch to see if we break out these key levels on the 4-hour. Want to watch to see if we get above, at least start holding above these like 395 levels. 395 should be a good psych level before we could start pushing up towards 397, maybe even 400, or watch for those 393s, or wait for that 392 break and we could start going 390 and possibly lower. So Make sure you guys set alerts for either or occasion. Use a stop loss. Remember, SPY same day is every day now. So make sure you guys practice caution. Get time on your expirations if you guys feel like stock is too volatile for you. Remember, we are in basically a sideways motion. We could get some chop, and volume could be slower this week with the holiday. But hopefully, you guys all have a green trading day. Leave a like below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.